Yes, you can see the thumbnail. And it's becoming a common occurrence now with the unaliving of a particular type of woman, as it were. So, without further ado, let's get into it before I hit you with that hard-hitting, brutal reality talk from your favourite tapped uncle. Now, according to WBRZ News, over there in America, over there in Baton Rouge, 23-year-old dead, deceased, unalived after stabbing on Old Hammond Highway. Suspect set himself on fire. Baton Rouge Police Department said a 23-year-old woman was unalived due to a stabbing on Old Hammond Highway, with the suspect setting himself on fire afterwards. Police said they responded around 2:13 a.m. Thursday to Stacey Charles, 23, lying in the parking lot at a block on the Old Hammond Highway with several severe stab wounds. She was taken to a local hospital and was unalived, deceased during surgery. Officers also responded to a crash nearby, which they determined Stephen Heinrich Jr. was involved in the crash and the grabbing. Obviously, it's TikTok, we can't use certain words, but yes. You know where the S goes, don't you? Anyway, BRPD, I assume that's Baton Rouge Police Department, said that according to preliminary reports, Heinrich arrived at Charles's residence and began ramming his vehicle into her vehicle. He then removed her from her vehicle, grabbing her, S, and then drove away. While fleeing, he intentionally entered the oncoming lane of travel, resulting in a head-on collision with another vehicle. While in his vehicle after the crash, Heinrich set himself on fire and was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, police said. BRPD also said that on November the 5th, Charles contacted police about a battery that resulted in Heinrich's arrest. So he's put his hands on her previously, okay? He posted a £2,500 bail for battery of a dating partner and was served with a protective order within 24 hours of arrest, okay? Police also say that he had 6 out-of-state protective orders from various women. Okay, well, I presume they were probably sisters as well, but hey. Court records show that Charles filed a restraining order on October the 6th, 2025 to prevent Heinrich going near Charles's work or school. In those records, Charles alleged that Heinrich had stalked her, punched her, and threatened her over the past year. Okay. And there's more. But yeah. Basically, Charles also said that Heinrich created a fake number, put her family, friends, and employer in the group chat, and sent inappropriate pictures. How did he get those pictures? Okay. She said for the past 2 months, Heinrich created fake numbers and social media accounts to harass her and her family. The order was dismissed after Charles didn't appear for the hearing, court records said. So he's done all this, but yet you didn't attend your own hearing to prevent further things happening. Why didn't you attend? See, all these little things in between which, we need to look at. And they all create a little picture here. Okay? So basically, but going in a bit more, because obviously, going in a bit more, there's more to this. There's more. It seems our dear friend, according to the thumbnail and according to what I'm reading here, was a woman, as it says, who claimed to hate black men and prefers white men. Just say it so happened that She was unalived by her white partner, as it were. So, you know, here, as a brother, it seems that obviously I'll not be liked by this particular female. So what we need to do now is assume the position of the judge. So, dates white men, she's a black woman. I don't have a dog in this fight. So I'm going to be the judge. I'm going to say, looking at this, the guy's a lunatic with a sense of self-responsibility. He was reckless. He added your family and friends to group chat, wherever it was. You didn't attend the court hearing. No. A lot of this lies on you. I'm going to take it further. I'm going to say something that some of you aren't going to like, but you know me by now. This woman, Stacey Charles, whatever her name is, you unalived yourself. You done it to yourself. I know it sounds harsh, I know. The guy obviously showed signs of a dislodged character. She was still there persisting, okay? She's still there in the mix. So obviously at some point, you know, there were more than red flags. There were hot, boiling, burnt flags. But no, you still was still there. Yes, restraining order, yes. But, the man rocked up, crashed into your car, did his madness. I know you are. And I'm not... It's TikTok. I'm gonna go in, but I know how some of you can be. Some of you like that emotional roller coaster, the emotional upheaval, the madness, the man stalking you, the man doing his madness. Some women like that. Maybe the reason you dislike brothers is because you see them as too boring, too predictable, too one-dimensional. But hey, I'm not going to get too deep in that. She's a woman of responsibilities. I hate to say it, she did it to herself. Sorry. Nothing to do with the colour of your dating. But it is actually. Because if you're dissing, let's say brothers, let's say you're dissing a normal middle of the road brother, and you're going for a psychotic man of the other, then we've got a problem. And I can't defend you. So, anyway, let me just jump into the Facebook comments and wrap this up. Because I don't want to get too deep in this. Because I can see this dragging me into the real uncut tapped uncle. And we don't want that on TikTok because I'll probably get thrown off. Okay, so yeah. Let's walk over to some Facebook comments and look at what's going on here and wrap this up. Here's a good one. Very good comment. A very good one. To all the black men, let's stay out of this, please. This story speaks for itself. Exactly. Irony at its finest. This is by a woman. The sad part is if a black man was there, he would have risked his life to protect her. That's probably true in some cases. Oh dear, this is cold. A man said, I'm heading to the supermarket. Anybody need anything? Yeah, whatever. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dear. There's more. I'm so glad she went out by the hands of her plantation hubby. On the floor, bogus as fuck, reflecting on her delusion. Oh dear. She loses on all fronts. I wouldn't praise another man with falsehood and down the other with facts. Here's some facts. We are the least protected woman in the country by our own and by everybody else. That's going to be a video for another occasion. But hey, I continue. Her bitterness is proof that she had no one to care about her. Care starts with self-care. Care starts at home. Let the man abuse her. Let the man add to a WhatsApp group or whatever group it was and smear her to her employer, smear her to her family. No, she didn't care about herself. So before we talk about being least protected, etc., 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 to get that, you have to care for yourself. Because when you care for yourself and look after yourself, people see that. And this myth about being the least protected, it's the brothers. What do you expect? Are they going to come and defend? You're proving me right here. You're proving my point. You're proving my point. You're proving my point. One more. Hating yourself and dating another race isn't going to save you. Bars. Bars. Oh no. Some of our people need to go, and I'm glad. Oh dear. Oh dear. One more. Mess with flour, lose your power. Welp. Oh boy. And that's it. Oh, one last one. Rest in preference. Oh Lord. Anyway. That's it. Rest in preference, I suppose. Alright. Later.